Devoted rescue team volunteers Jeff and Kathy responded to reports of a young mallard in distress. Kathy was soon waist deep in water, carefully lifting the little bird.
Yeah, we'll take him to the Toronto Wildlife Center.
One end is down his throat for sure. Or somewhere in his mouth, anyway. Whoop, 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 whoop. Have you got scissors? Just cut that one. And it won't be pulling. Oh, his poor little heart. It's pounding.
Soon at TWC, he was identified as a she, and veterinarian Dr. Mickey Sneed began examining the damage.
Obviously, for a lot of our animals that we find that spend a lot of their time in the water, the fishing line and hooks is an issue. I have seen it quite a few times here in our assessment. So it kind of just makes you wonder how much waste people don't really think about. It definitely has a really big impact on the wildlife that we see, and it can cause a lot of serious damage. So she had one hook from the line that was sort of caught in her leg, and then we noticed that she had some line that was trailing actually from her mouth. So then we had to do, during our full exam, and we looked inside the mouth and we could see that she had actually ingested or swallowed one of the hooks, and it was sort of caught into her tongue. So we were able to easily remove the hook that was in her leg and inspect that area, clean it, and make sure there wasn't any too much damage. But the hook in the mouth was definitely going to be a little bit of work, and it was definitely going to be a challenge. And we noticed that it was a lot farther back in her throat than we expected. So there's no way that we were going to just be able to reach in. And so at that point, we decided to use our endoscope, which is a really cool tool that basically is a extendable camera. So you can extend it down into her throat, into her esophagus, to localize where the hook is and see if we could take it out that way. So after using the tool to visualize where the hook was in her mouth, we attempted to reach it from her mouth, but it was a little tricky doing that, so we had to be creative.
Right there. Oh my God. I got it. Okay. Oh, it might be stuck in the wall.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I'll see.
Once seeing the hook was deeply embedded in the bird's throat, the team realized it would cause less damage to extract it from the outside. So they located the point of the hook externally, made a small incision, and were able to successfully remove it.
And actually worked really, really well. So I was really fortunate to have that tool that allows us to exactly where that hook is, see the damage and trauma that it caused to her skin, which was actually pretty minimal. We were really lucky about that. So we treated her with some pain medication and antibiotics for a few days. And they just kept her in a sort of quiet area so we could monitor and make sure that there wasn't going to be any scarring or any lasting trauma, anything like that. She was all clear. She was doing really well. So after a couple of days, she honestly she was great. She was doing really well. It was really successful. And because, mallards, when they're really young, we like to introduce them to other conspices of their age. So we housed her with some other little baby mallards, and they did great together. We will definitely hopefully release her as soon as possible, release her back to her same area, and I suspect that she'll have full recovery and that she'll do really great out in the wild again.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and make sure you hit the bell to be notified when we share new content. We would also love if you shared this video with a friend.